it's Massiel.
And Omely.
Remember to like
Subscribe.
and turn on those notifications.
Welcome, guys. We're back. We are so excited. We have a guest today, but we're going to go over a few things that we went over on maybe 2 podcasts ago. We were going over some life skills, and we want to kind of go back into that so we can give more details on what we went over.
Exactly. So we compiled a few documents that we're going to add to the description in this video, so you are able to reference and use to your benefit and or share with whoever you think might need it.
Yes.
All right, so some sections of a resume. For sure, the first section is always a description. It's basically a few sentences that describes why you're the asset that that company needs.
They do want to know the education, like your work experience, basically. So if you've had 2-3 jobs that kind of relate to the job you're applying for, it's good to put those on top.
The skills that you've learned. So if you are in school and there's specific certifications or skills that you've learned, whether it's in programming or computer science, whether it's 50 words a minute or whatever the high word per minute count is in a keyboard, that's very important because they want to make sure that you're efficient in the job. And there's keywords that you need to use when you're describing the skill sets that you have and what you have to offer for those companies. To know multiple languages, it's also important.
Likely get hired just because you know 1 or 2 languages. I mean, more than 1 language. Some certifications. So if you did some side certification that will qualify you for the job, let's say an example.
Like a real estate agent. You're about to graduate and you want to take the real estate course, and you get your real estate license a few months after you've graduated high school, because you have to be 18 to apply to the state to become a real estate agent. You can add that to your resume. If you've gotten your health and life insurance license, that is also. If you graduated with credits for carpentry or woodwork or whatever additional credits that you get for trades, right? For trades within school, those are also great things to put on your resume, because that kind of depicts you from the rest of the candidates that are interviewing.
Yes. We also have some keywords that you would use on your resume to stand out. You can say, for your skills, you can use creativity, communication skills, attentive to detail, and teamwork.
Some other words that you can use. Try to stay away from words that are very that everyone uses. So, hardworking. Everyone uses that because nobody wants a lazy person at work. So, the action words the action verbs you want to use are productive, efficient, that you like to collaborate with others, incorporating your set skills into the whatever the position is that you're trying to get hired for, problem solving, analyzing, things like that. Your hard skills are like software developing.
So if you've done some coding, like I know coding is a very good it's what's needed in a job, so they usually go for people who have coding within their certification. So if you were to have some coding experience, you would put that on your resume as well.
And the good thing is that a lot of schools now, with their magnet programs, at least in high school, so you can graduate from high school, like robotics that has coding, and other schools that have finance as one of their programs. All those things are great skill sets to have and to be able to add since you're graduating straight from high school. And you're applying for your first job, if it's your first job after.
Yes, I agree. Do we go over?
Well, you worked in the schools, so when someone interviewed for their positions, or what would you advise students when you worked at the school?
Okay, so one of the questions that we asked, that everyone asked, and majority of the young crowd would get it wrong, because when the question, when we say, what are you looking, like, why should I hire you? Or what are you looking for? Or what was the other one that's always like, what's that question?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
No, it's the one.
That one's a popular one.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. That question. personal life at all. And the young crowd would always answer it in their personal life. And instead, you're supposed to say work experience. So, what are your qualities in a workforce, and what have you done in other jobs? It isn't anything to do with your personal life when you
And
ask that.
some of you might this might be your first job. So when they ask you a question like that, you don't want to say I go out on weekends and I don't know, something ridiculous about the personal life. You go, party, drinking. You want to say things like I was in this class, and within this class, there were multiple projects where I had to collaborate with others and get to the result of a problem and solve this problem. Oh, give me an example of a problem you had to solve. So you have to give examples of a situation that you're in, that you've been in, go around fit to the current position
Yes.
you want the job for. So when they say, okay, tell me about a time where you had to resolve a problem and it was difficult. You might want to say something that happened to you in the house with your family, with your mom. Your mom asked you to do X and X thing, and because you didn't follow the instruction, uh, this happened. But if you would have, you learned that you could have done it better, and this is what you would have done to change it. So you want to use real life examples of things that you've experienced, not necessarily anything to do with how you party at night and what you do on the weekends.
Exactly. I agree.
What was the other question? It was like, oh, tell me about
About
yourself.
yourself
What do you see yourself in
in
5 years?
I think that's a hard question because we're constantly changing, we're constantly evolving, we constantly want new things. And when you're 18, you have your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah.
You don't really know what you want in 5 years.
It's hard. But if you get asked that question, you got to be ready for the answer.
Yes.
So, in my position, I'd say something like, "Oh, I would like to be the manager of so and so
Yes.
position."
Yes, that's what you. Well, since it's for a job, you kind of have to say that you're gonna stay. They want to hear that you're gonna stay with them for 5 years or more.
Because you
That's
have to remember,
that's
yeah,
the
you have
real
to
reason
remember that
why
they're investing in
they're
you.
investing in you.
So, it takes manpower and money to train you, to make sure that you stay within the company. I mean,
Yes.
there's companies that invest $30,000 a year on employees to train them to be and do the role that they need them to do within the corporation. So you don't want to make it seem like, oh, I'm just here for 6 months uh, until until I see if the pay is good, and then I'm gonna
And then
go.
no, they
No.
want to hear that you want to become a manager one
That
day.
you want to learn.
You want to learn that you see yourself within that company within the next 5 years. That's really what they want to hear.
Another hard question is, why should we hire you? What makes you stand out amongst everyone that's interviewing for this position? And that question is so difficult because this is your time to enhance all those skills that you've learned, that you have researched, and you have to be able to back some of that up because I was a manager and I know how fluffy those interviews are. And then they start working and it has nothing to do with what they said in that interview. And then you're like, oh, God,
Yeah.
what did I hire?
Well, that's when you would use your keywords to stand out, and then the trick that kind of works is when you use your biggest assets at the end, because the last thing what you say
Work
is
up,
what they're
work
going
up.
to remember. Yeah, what they're going to remember is the last 3 words that you say.
Okay. What 3 words would you use?
Man, it's been a while.
I know. I can't even think of
I
the
don't
three
even know how
words.
it feels to be on that side.
Oh my gosh.
What would
It's been about 2.5 years for me since I interviewed for another roles, and that question did come up because this role is it's very exclusive. So there you had to be able to provide what you've done in your past to stand out and to set you apart from everyone else, and that experience that you've had helps because you can incorporate it this way within your new role. So in my case, it's because I've had that experience, then I could say that. But I'm sure that whoever's hiring
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be like, what sets you apart? Like, you can't use past experience because you don't really have job experience.
Yeah. One of the words that you can say to stand out at the end is saying that you are very creative and you think outside the box and you find innovations throughout any situation.
I like that. Yes, yes, because you don't want to live within a box, because you have to be open to get taught. You have to be open to learn. You can't take it as condescending if you're trying to get taught, if they're teaching you. It's they the reason why you're getting this new role is because you were hired amongst a group of people and they believe that you're trainable. If you come across as very closed-minded and not trainable, then
Yes.
they're not going to hire
They
you,
won't hire you.
because they want to mold you into a good employee that's
Exactly.
going to stay with the company, that's going to be an asset to them, that's going to grow within the company. So all that is really important.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
All right, we also spoke about cleaning and how we're not taught this, right? We kind of are, though. Let's retract that,
Yes.
because in school we had to keep our areas picked up,
Picked up.
because since we were young, we always had to have, crayons in a specific way, little baggies. You have to buy supplies to keep things organized. In
Yes.
high school, you had to keep things organized because you weren't the only student using the desk. Like, there's a lot of things that they've allowed us, and it works up to
Yes.
cleanliness, right? But they don't have a class that says, listen, you gotta clean your toilet at least once a week, or you have to wash your bed covers at least twice a month, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's something you learn at home. But if
You'll
you're
learn
not
it at home if you have parents at home. Not everyone has parents or have parents that are present because a lot of parents work a lot. So when by the time your kid is home with someone else, they don't really get that opportunity to learn that unless there's a parent there. So it would be nice to have something in school that kind of has a program where it teaches you that.
right, just so that you can keep a schedule, and maybe you're not gonna be doing it all the time, but instead of the janitor cleaning up, maybe it could be like a class. Cafeteria duty. But wait, they do have that. Isn't that CSI?
I don't know, is that?
And you had a
But
CSI, right?
Isn't it when you get in trouble?
You do. You get in trouble, you gotta clean.
I didn't clean. You know what I did in CSI? They sat me in an auditorium and I had to write the same thing over and over.
And when you didn't wear a uniform, right, they used to stand you up. It was like one class. They used to stand you up all around. There was like 300 people in that one little class. The ones that were there for more than one day was like sitting, but the others were all across the wall. Oh my God. Wear the wrong shirt. Wear the wrong shirt. No midriff or whatever that's called. Oh my God. But honestly, yeah, it was you couldn't, no crop tops. No crop tops. But
that was allowed in my middle school.
Whoa. It was a Hialeah. Hialeah.
He went to Hialeah.
I don't know. He went to somewhere, Hialeah. Capris and pants.
Yeah.
There was definitely uniform. I mean, now there's uniform pretty much across every, but at least I could wear whatever I want. Like, we could wear street clothes to school, and then the year after they put uniform. It couldn't show your belly. I don't even think you could use like shoulders.
From what I remember, the school I went to the first 2 years, I don't think I had uniform either. And then when I switched over to another high school, I believe we did. We wore jeans and like a collar shirt.
Got
We
it.
couldn't show. Yeah, we couldn't show the shoulders.
Got it. Yeah. So rules have changed, and you know what? Grateful for the uniform. You don't have to think.
It's easier.
It's
much
so easy. I mean, even at work when they have uniforms, it's easy because you really don't have to spend money on clothes. That's money you're saving, and you don't have to think about what looks stylish or not. Just put on the dang uniform and goodbye.
Exactly.
Oh my God, office jobs are so expensive. Express made a killing off of me. Oh my God.
What did you buy in there?
The pants by themselves are $60.
That's true. And the blazer.
The blazers are like $100-something.
They're like $120.
Yeah, Express is killer. Find a job with uniform. They're saying. Find a job with a uniform. But back to the schedule of cleaning, and if you're not home what you can do is we're gonna provide a kind of like a weekly cleaning schedule, so you haven't so it breaks it down so you're not overwhelmed with I have to do everything in one day, because the reality is you can't clean a house in one day. There's no way. There's so many things.
There's so many
Right?
ways.
So things that you can do daily are wipe your counters, make your beds, wash your dishes, because if not, the cucarachas come. Ding ding ding. Load of laundry, take out the trash, and clean your kitchen floor. Easy.
Easy. The
Because you,
basics.
yeah, because you might, and you might want to just practice it even if you're living at home with mom, because that's what happens too. Like, moms generally take the lead and they're like, I'm just gonna do everything, but then that's a disjustice to adults.
Adults.
You turning your kids into adults, because they never learn, and they'll have to learn the hard way. Or I mean, hopefully they Google it. I mean, at this point, you have internet on your phone, you know. So what can you do on Mondays?
Clean the toilets.
Oh, my
That's
favorite.
your favorite. You can clean the sinks, mirrors, and countertops. You can clean the showers and bathtubs. You can wash the rugs and replace the towels. Sweep and mop the floors.
So, in other words, your towels, replace them once a week, and the
rugs?
counters seem to be every day, because obviously you're
Yes,
gonna
the
eat on your
have to be
counters.
every day.
Yeah, and that doesn't take long, right? So we're gonna provide this list. It breaks it down per day. There's even things that you can break down per week, and there's things you can break down per month, not necessarily on a daily basis.
Yes.
But it's good to break it down, that way you don't feel overwhelmed that your house has to be clean. Obviously, when people come over, you don't want to have a mess in your house, because the mess depicts what kind of person you are.
Exactly.
So whenever I have a mess, I'm like, excuse my mess.
Me too.
You've come at the wrong
Sometimes
time.
it's hard because for entrepreneurs, since you do a lot, it's kind of hard to keep up with everything and the cleaning. So if I have my son help me.
Oh yeah.
If I ever take a little longer, I'm like, oh, someone comes over, excuse the mess.
Honestly, and our special guest will break this down for you, but I can't do it all by myself. I have 3 kids. I work full time, I have a husband. Like, it's family. You have to make dinner and make sure they're fed. You have to make sure that they've showered too. So you can't do it all. So if you show one child, hey, do the couch, and you show him how to do the couch, whether it's like through patterns or whatnot, at least you know that your couch, if you say go do the couch, it's done.
It's done.
The older one, listen, it's your turn to clean the toilet. You showed him how to clean the toilet, he'll get it done. And then the little one, oh, you need to make sure the bed's done. And little jobs, little here and there, they'll make it work. And that way it's not just you, it's you're showing them, and at the same time they're helping you.
Yes, and what a trick that I used was before it was bedtime, I had him clean his room every night. So in his head, he knows he cannot fall asleep until all his toys, all his games are all put away.
That's a good one. But what if they have so many toys?
Better get to work. You better get to work. Put all those toys away.
Man, I do toy cleanings on a monthly. I'm like, which ones are we donating this month?
Oh, yeah,
my
to donate.
God.
Yeah, we.
That's basically what we wanted to discuss in regards to the cleanliness, and the fact that you're not taught that in school. That's not something taught in school. It's something taught in home, and sometimes it's hard because either the guardian is taking ownership of that. It's not something that you need to do, but it's so important. So if you have that situation at home, take it upon yourself to just learn, even if it's not like the best cleaning, but take it upon yourself to learn a little bit, because once you move out, you are on your own, and there's no one there to wash your stuff, there's no one there to clean your dishes, there's no one there to wash your clothes. So just learn a little, learn what detergents when to use what detergents. Find out what your favorite detergent is. Like, go to the supermarket and smell them all. Next topic that we discussed it was brief. The discussion was brief on this, is planting. How important it is to at least learn to plant a seed. I mean, we had what was that? The science project. That was the one I did every year. Where is this seed gonna grow? In the cotton? Moist cotton in the sun. Moist cotton in the shade. I swear that was my every year science project.
Aww.
And
I
the one in the
didn't
sun
have-
one.
The schools I went to, I wasn't offered that.
What?
Planting.
As a science project, I got to pick my science project, and that was the easiest one.
Okay. I don't remember if I ever. I don't know.
Well, they stopped doing that. I have not seen science projects. Like, they're different now.
They're
like,
different.
yeah, they're different now. They're not like they were with the big board and you had to like put the word. It's way different. I think they're virtual.
Oh, I'm
PowerPoint presentation.
I'm sure it's PowerPoint presentation by now.
It's a PowerPoint presentation, but I've touched on this in the past on my Instagram as far as like calendar of planting. When COVID first started, I had Mario build me a gardening bed out of some leftover wood from a hurricane like that happened 3 years ago. three years prior to COVID, I had still wood from hurricane.
I did the same thing. I'm gonna tell you a story after.
Okay. And we filled it up with I researched what to put in this bed. It was 3 different types of things. It was soil, it was manure, it was the mulch. So it was like a mix a lot of all of that. And I planted several things, but once you start getting into planting, you start to realize that things are well, you know that things are seasonal, but you start to realize, okay, I can't buy these seeds because they're not gonna give. Like, I tried to plant a carrot, did not work out. Carrots, I don't know where they grow, but it wasn't in my bed, in my garden bed.
They grow here, but you have to plant them through September through November.
You see, because it needs to be like cool, and I was planting them in April. Whoa, they burned to the crisp. But you know what? It was great because the kids got involved. We started them in little planters in Leila's room. There were little small ones until we saw the plant grow, and then we transitioned them to the garden. And we were able to see the majority of the herbs survived. We realized that mint takes over your garden bed, so never plant a mint if it's not by itself.
Yeah, you have to plant that
and then you'll have a lot of mojitos. That's for sure.
So good.
It smells so good.
It's actually one of my favorite plants.
They're
Just
called?
leave them in pots.
Yeah, a pot. That's it. They're evasive.
Evasive. Yeah.
They take over.
They take over.
But some things that you can start planting now, girl, shoot them with the plant.
We are in August. So right now is the season of beets, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, kale, lettuce, peas, and spinach.
Okay, so those right now you plant them and then they'll start giving you fruit, right?
Well,
towards the end.
Towards the end. Most likely they'll start fruiting by spring. So technically spring is when all of the plants bloom from what you planted in the fall.
Okay.
Depending on their growth. Like some
Got
are
it.
different, some grow a little faster, some grow a little slower. So depending on their growth. Like each one has their own growth.
So there is a calendar that tells you when to plant it and when it starts to give you fruit. And that way, if you're looking into, I don't know, I mean, succulents, they're hard to die. But wait, I've had a succulent die on me.
Listen, succulents are the only plants that die on me.
What?
Really. And it's weird because I grow everything. You know, I grow everything and everything grows in abundance and big. Succulents that are the easiest, they die on me. This is the first time that I have 5 succulents that I have been growing that they haven't died on me. Oh. It's the first time. I put them by a window, and then I water them once a week.
Yes. I've actually and it's not just water them. It's the water has to be able to drain.
Yeah.
Because I had one, and basically I bought it. It was brand new. It was beautiful. I put it in a pot. The pot was on my counter. The bottom didn't drain. It was just, and then it just died. Like, it needs to have a little bit of dryness.
Yeah,
if not, then it will die as well.
So I try to propagate them. I would get the little roots, and even those would die.
Yes.
I'm like, why?
Is that your story? You're
No.
You're killing the
well, no, that's not my story. My story was about the garden beds.
garden bed story.
Okay, so the hurricane that you were talking about was I don't remember the name.
Irma.
Irma. Okay, so I had a lot of, like, my whole backyard fell, like the fence fell.
Oh.
So I grabbed all of that wood, and I had a business partner at the time. We made like 4 beds, and we planted all different like varieties of plants. They all grew. They all did amazing. And then from there, we're like, okay, we can start a business out of
Oh, is that how the business started?
Yes.
The hurricane knocking down your guys. If a wind comes and blows your fence down, just use it to make a garden bed.
Yes.
All you need is a drill
Yes.
and some nails.
It's so easy. So we decided we wanted to create that as a business and install garden beds in schools.
Okay.
It was supposed to be in schools. We got a few contracts, and then they didn't go through. It didn't work out. It was a hard situation because you kind of need manpower at the same time because
Yeah.
it's a lot of work, and
Right.
the mulch is very heavy. The soil is heavy. Everything is very heavy, you know. So it was a little harder, and we decided just to sell plants versus building the garden beds. And then we were just selling plants for a little bit. From the plants, I ended up doing products, and then now I sell products. But
Awesome. And you're right because a lot of the schools have now been planting. I know my kid's school has a garden area.
yes,
My
it's
high
so
school did it.
important.
Yeah, yeah. And it's good that kids are being exposed to that at a younger age.
Yes.
Because I don't remember being exposed to anything like that when I was
didn't
young.
know anything about plants until it was like 4 or 5 years ago that I started to like research into plants, but I didn't learn that in school.
Right. And you can plant literally any, like you can get a seed from, I don't know, a cherry, right? What do we
Well-
have in our house that we can get a seed from and grow? Well, for sure, like
Cherries, not really.
okay,
And technically, the fruits from the supermarket, no,
got it.
because they usually go through a process of being in like a refrigerator at some point, or they're in a refrigerator when they're in the supermarket. Not all the time.
So how about like a celery?
you can
Because they show that you can
you
propagate.
You can propagate vegetables a lot easier than what it would do if you were to plant a seed from a fruit from the supermarket. If you want a real like organic seed that you know is gonna grow, you have to get it from the actual tree. So like if you go to farmers markets, normally they sell fruits that are from the trees. Like they probably picked it that week.
Okay.
And then there you know that those seeds are fresh, they're lively, and they will give you a plant.
So a mango.
Mango, yes, mangoes are abundant. They grow out of anything. Like
Yeah.
yeah, they're easy to grow.
Avocado.
Yes, avocado's easy. Very
Because
easy.
and you can find trees all over Miami.
Mhm.
So, comprale un aguacate to your neighbor. Buy that avocado and plant that. No, we have an avocado tree
yeah.
next to our house, and we have some mangoes around the neighborhood too. And one of the mango trees, I had thrown it into the garden bed, thinking that I'm composting. That thing started sprouting. I'm like, oh, I composted the wrong thing. It's not supposed to be a seed that I'm composting. It's supposed to disintegrate. So I did start composting at the house, but if you're not replacing your compost bags on a constant basis, it starts to rot like maggots.
Yes, but that's a process. So the process is the maggots turn the fruit into dirt.
Well, I can't
So
keep that
it
in my
can't-
house.
No, you have to keep that outside.
Exactly.
So like most of the times, like composting is done outdoors because then you would mix it with the manure. Like let's say if you have cows on your farm, you would use their manure for your soil. You put your compost all together. You let it all kind of like rot. It's gonna smell very bad for a little bit until it turns into soil. When it's soil, then that smell is completely gone because the maggots ate everything.
Okay, well, I've been composting all wrong. I just open a hole on my bed, throw all that sucker in there.
No.
That's what I do. I didn't have a container. Like I had my little composting bin, and then I didn't have an outdoor container where you have to flip it and all that stuff, and then moisten it and all that, because I know it's a process.
Yeah, it's a
So I
process.
didn't. So I would just, since the bags are decomposable, like they decompose
Yeah.
because they're made out of whatever material.
Biodegradable.
Yeah, they're
material.
biodegradable, legit. Like you pick it up and it breaks. Like it's very thin. I would just open up, like if it was eggshells and stuff,
Oh, okay.
and then I would just like smush it into it, because it wasn't be like composting some crazy stuff. It was more like the strawberry, like the tops of the strawberries, the eggshells.
Eggshells are good.
Yeah, and I've actually done videos on that, like what you can do with eggshells. You can grind them, and that way you put it around the plants, keep the snails away, because it hurts them at the bottom of the of their skin or whatnot, and then they don't just cross over to your plant, because I found a lot of snails. Snails are a problem.
Oh my goodness, they're everywhere.
And they eat you out of all your plants. It's
Yes.
crazy. And they grow in like 2 seconds because they've eaten your plant overnight.
Yes, yes. They're always in my plants, and like lately, I don't know what's going on, but they haven't been going to my plants. I don't know if it was after the summer that just passed. I haven't really been seeing snails.
Well, it's probably so damn hot. Even the snails don't want to come
Yeah,
out.
it's probably that. It's probably because it's so hot that they rather not come out. I have a mango tree, and actually I have 2 mango trees.
How do those mango trees survive?
They're
Grow for
resilient.
long with a freaking snail attack.
They're resilient. My mango tree, when all those mangoes fall, is so many. Sometimes I don't get to pick up all of it that same day. If I wait one day, just one day, it's already all bitten into, all the ants all over it, so it starts to smell because it starts to rot.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, oh, I don't even have time to go pick that up, and then a little tree.
Can
will
you
grow.
make a mango tree a business?
Yes, you can. Yes,
If you have a mango tree, you better go to Sedano's. Sell them those mangoes.
Well, those little mangoes, there'll be little trees everywhere, and I'm like, oh God, what do I do now? I'm late.
Better sell those little mango trees.
So I have a whole bunch of little in a pot, ready to be sold.
If anyone wants a mango tree, you already know who to reach. She got them all kinds.
I have all kinds.
Filipino, teeny tiny ones. You know what I'm talking about? The Filipino ones are good.
They're yummy.
Oh my god. We're gonna post the plant calendar, so if you want to start that, it's very therapeutic because you get to focus on something outside of everything of life, and I think it's something that anyone can enjoy, even if it's just one plant that you want to experiment with.
Yes, and then you'll end up appreciating life a little more because you understand life through the plants, through their growth, how they grow. You need to learn patience. You're gonna end up being resilient just as well, because you'll see some plants, they'll grow through anything. And sometimes you won't water them, and they're still
Growing. Except some of the ones that I didn't water.
They
didn't grow.
They didn't
They didn't
make
grow.
it. But they're growing. They're growing now. I'm gonna send you pictures of them.
I like when the succulent actually grows their flower. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
At that farmer's, the nursery in Redlands.
Uh-huh.
I love that place.
I know, but it's so hot in there.
It is. We can't go during the summer. We could go during the winter time.
Winter. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's where I got a lot of my
Yeah, that's where I
succulents.
get mine too. Like, I don't come there.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing.
We need all that energy.
How do you feel tonight?
Good.
Go ahead, do your introduction.
What is that?
Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Leila.
How old are you, Leila?
I'm 6.
You're 6.
Yeah, I'm
I
6.
thought you were 18.
I
Oh.
thought you were 18 too.
Oh my goodness.
I think myself is 10.
Oh. How does it feel to think of yourself as a 10-year-old?
I just want to drive.
You wanna drive? Kids don't drive at 10.
Where do you want to go?
Where, if you, right now, if you had a car, where would you drive to?
I would drive to. I would drive to like fancy food places. Like,
Oh yeah?
Nice. Can
Which
you
one?
take
Which one's
me?
your favorite fancy food place?
My favorite fast food place is McDonald's.
What do you eat there?
A Happy Meal. Is it? It just like collected.
Pretend you're in the drive-thru right now. Tell them your order.
My order is, can I have
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. What would you like to order today?
can I order 4 chicken piece with
What would you like to drink?
lemonade,
And would you like French fries or apples?
French fries?
Is that all for today?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you at the next window. You have your money?
Of course I do.
You're a big girl, huh?
Of course I
You
do.
know how
Of
to
course
order your
I
own
do.
food, you're driving, you're paying for your own food too.
But what's your favorite fancy restaurant?
I don't know. I don't know like names of restaurants.
Oh.
But just fancy, as long as it's fancy, right? You have to take me on this.
So you know McDonald's is not fancy.
Yeah, I know, but I like that fast food place.
Oh, okay. You don't like Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Not as much as Mama. This is Leila. She is an aspiring gymnast.
Yeah.
Oh, talk to us about gymnastics.
So, I always wanted to do like a front twist, and so there's this thing that's called back handspring, right? I tell all of my friends about back handsprings, and they don't help me how to do it. They don't help me. And I'm trying to do that in my beam, but I can't jump, and no one helps me.
So then what do you do? Can the coach help you?
Well, we're in the middle of the work, and then
How often do you go to gymnastics?
like for I don't know.
How many days a week? Tell us the days of the week that you go to gymnastics.
I go like Monday to Friday.
Wow, Monday through Friday. You're committed.
What do you do on the weekends?
I do weekends. Well, I actually relax.
Okay. Sometimes do you not like don't hold on. Sometimes do you not like to go to gymnastics? Like, is it a lot of work?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Talk to us about
Ow.
a day. When you get there to gymnastics, what are you guys doing?
So like when every time I get to gymnastics early, we're already starting, and I'm like, OMG, when does this gymnastics start?
Mama's late.
We might not have been early.
we have to get there at 12 then.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they start lunch at 1.
Okay,
Or
so
12,
then you
I
get to
don't know.
gymnastics and what are they doing?
They just start warm up, and I'm like, jeez.
Okay, so they're
What?
warming up and then
And first I run 20 laps or 40, 20 or 40 laps, and then I do warm up, and then I go to levels, and then I go to events,
okay, so
nice.
and then I switch.
Leila, you
Okay.
sound like you have an amazing life, girlfriend.
What? I'm telling you, we have an amazing life. Talk to us about some of the exercises you do in warm up for those that want to do a workout.
For what?
No, warm up exercises.
Like exercise and warm up.
Yeah.
So we line up and
Mhm.
sometimes we do ballet for that. Ballet.
Okay.
And then so we do jumps, like
Jumping
jumps.
jacks or
No,
jumps?
jumps.
Okay, jumps.
Jumps, back, up, like that jumps, like
Okay.
turn around jumps. And then we do, I
You don't
think,
do push-ups,
no.
sit-ups.
You're saying like warm up exercises, and I'm
Okay,
saying
not conditioning. Okay,
Yeah.
conditioning, warm up, two different things, mom. I know, no.
These are so specific.
I do jumps. I do back.
And you have to stretch your arms, no?
I do that in the warm up.
Yeah, I know, but why is this important? Why is it important to stretch?
Because I don't know. we just do that. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so then you go to levels.
Yeah.
What level are you in?
Two.
Other one. Level 2.
How many levels are there?
There's like, I think up to 10
Okay.
Alright.
or 11.
I think it's 10. I think it's 10. Okay. Are you happy that you're in gymnastics? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? In gymnastics, like what do you see yourself doing?
A 360?
A 360? Okay, but where are you going to be in 10 years with gymnastics? What are you going to be doing?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were going to get a gold medal somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Where?
I'm gonna get that in the competitions. Of
And
course,
which
you know that.
What's the biggest competition?
The finals.
What's the biggest competition?
Biggest? I don't
What were
know.
we watching on TV?
The finals
Of?
of gymnastics.
You're getting warmer. The
Only.
not the only.
What is it? What is
The
it?
Olympics.
Oh, go! I was gonna say that.
She's like, Mom, hello, you know. I don't have to tell you, you know. I'm going to win all the medals. And it's not going to be in 10 years. It's going to be soon.
So gymnastics. And if you didn't do gymnastics, what other thing would you be doing?
I would like sleep all day.
What?
You remember today? Today I was sleeping like, and then I was kind of opening my eyes, and
At least you know she's passionate about
I was doing that.
Okay.
Because I just want to just
Are
sleep
you
all
gonna
day.
eat the microphone?
No, I'm not.
It's like you were eating a microphone. Oh my god. So if you weren't doing gymnastics, if gymnastics didn't exist in your life, you would be sleeping.
I would sleep, and then every time I'm bored and I wake up, I just go on TikTok and my phone, and I do YouTube.
Okay.
That's what you would be doing if you weren't doing gymnastics.
She
Yes.
was a TikToker and a YouTuber. Why not?
That's my job. That's my job.
Oh, that's your
Millions,
job?
right?
Yes, that's my job.
How much money are you gonna make in this job?
$200.
Only?
Yes.
What can you do with $200?
Buy iPhone.
I keep telling you, iPhones are not $200.
I know, but I'm trying to get 1,000 so I can buy more stuff. Like 1,000 million, 1,899.
That's how much you're gonna make in your YouTube. Tell your mama.
What will you spend with that money? Like what will you
What would
spend?
I buy with that money?
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy anything. I would travel
Where?
to go see the Green Lady.
Oh, to New York. Wait.
Went to New York.
She wants to go see the
Disneyland again.
To Disney World?
Because I love Disney. Because I love the roller coasters, like those games, and stuff.
The rides.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like so fun. But the most thing I hate about Disney, that it's like up too high. And I don't like doing that. Come on.
It's not fair, right?
It's not
I
fair.
had the same problem when I was your age. I'm still short, so I still kind of have the same problem.
I think they don't let Omely in some of the rides. Still.
I always have to beg, like, I can do it. God.
Omely puts on a few sweaters so that way the
I can fit.
the thing closes and she doesn't fly off the ride.
Oh.
Because that's the problem.
Well, you remember I was in the ride with Daddy? So I was in the ride with Daddy, right? I was so scared, right? I was nervous. And then I flew up and I'm like,
Oh, that was Splash Mountain.
I was like nervous with my arms up, so I was holding it. I was holding my feet up.
I love how brave you are.
Your glasses are crooked.
Your glasses.
Oh my god, yeah, that ride was so much fun.
I wanted to do it again and again so I could put my arms up and relax.
That's
What
the
if you-
spirit.
What if you fly out?
No, I'm not gonna fly out. Oh my god. How much people put our arms up? Exactly.
You're
Leila, how
right,
old are
you're
you?
right.
I'm 6.
You're 6. We said that we asked her?
Yeah, we did. I know, we forget.
We forget. I'm like, wait, are you 10? You're so smart.
In her dreams.
No, I wish I was 13.
13.
What are you gonna do in 13?
In 13? No, I wish I was your age, Mom.
Why?
Because I just want to drive. I just want to drive.
Okay. How about you ask Omely what you asked me about how moms become moms?
What? I'm not ready for that.
Come on.
So. I always
And this is a question for our audience. So talk to the camera and ask everyone, but maybe you can give her an answer because I'm lost.
How would a mom grow if a mom grew? Think of that all over again.
Okay. Say it again, baby.
You lost me.
Okay. Think of it all over again.
Okay.
How would a mom grow if a mom growed?
How would a mom grow if a mom grows?
Yes. Oh my god! So, okay.
We have to talk about it because perdía 2. Perdía number 1, perdía number 2. Okay. No, the whole time.
Alright, Isaiah hasn't asked me that yet, so I'm not ready.
Okay, fine. We don't have to talk about how mom. I don't even know the question.
So,
Let's talk about what things you
look. If you're in childhood, what will you do all over again? Like, if you're in childhood all over again, what will you do?
Nice
I
question.
like that question. So, what would I do if I redid my childhood? Well, I loved my childhood.
Yeah,
I
I love
love-
my childhood.
That's
I
good.
loved it. I did everything in school. I danced in school. I played instruments in school.
Well,
I went on
wait.
trips.
Pause up talking. So,
She's my best.
oh my god! Ow.
Okay, what do you need me to pause? What?
So, you might have watched my YouTube channels, right?
Uh-huh.
You watched a YouTube channel where I ate 3 crickets. What will you do if you ate a cricket and you ate a cricket?
I'd eat it. I'd eat the cricket.
Alive.
No, not at all.
I would eat it, but maybe not as fast as you did. You were very brave. I'm proud of you. Because I probably would have taken it.
Because I was so nervous. That's why I ate a
How many did you eat in total?
3.
3.
Actually, in total, I broke it in half, so I did 2, 3, 4. 4.
4?
Yes.
Wow, Leila.
Because I broke it in half.
And how much did your brother eat?
Christopher, my big brother, he ate. How much did he eat? He ate one, and my little brother ate one too.
Oh, he ended up eating one?
Yeah, what happened to him though?
He almost threw up.
But at least he tried.
Show everybody how he almost threw up. Show him what he did.
He was like, Mom, getting a paper. He was like almost throwing up, and I was like, oh my god, how much did he throw up?
Well, don't worry, because Leila's going to try a scorpion, a snake.
¡Ay, kill me, por favor! Why would I eat that much?
Because you're brave. You gotta show the boys how to do this.
If I had a sister and just like two brothers, one sister and two brothers. If I was a boy, if I can't see anything. So, if I have a sister and that's it. If I were bigger than if my sister was smaller and I was bigger, I imagined in my dreams I was on the phone and she was like, and the second one, she was like, can you make me biscuits? And I was in the middle of a phone call with my boss.
With your boss.
My boss on work.
What work were you doing?
Like, test.
A test?
Yes.
What kind of job did you have in your dream?
I like your job. Like I'm doing right now.
What do you mean you have businesses? Show them something that you made in your business. Go show it right
I've
there.
bought in from your business before.
So, I made mask necklaces and like I quitted that job. I quitted that job because it was so tiring and I just took breaks and she did it all. But I just felt bad, so I just quitted the job with her.
Okay, so since you quit your
But
job,
what good thing did you do? What good thing did you do when we finished all the mask necklaces? What did you do?
Did something with you?
Yes, you did. But what did you do with what did we take to the school? Remember? With all the mask necklace money.
Oh yeah, I took the mask necklaces. Is that they didn't pay me back?
What are you talking about? We took them supplies, school supplies.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I thought I gave them mask necklaces.
No.
And they had to pay me.
she's like, girl, baby, I got necklaces and it didn't pay me.
Dude.
Oh, I just want money.
So since you quit that one, do you have an idea for something else you would like to do as a business?
If I had another job, if you had another job, what would you do? Like, what kind of job?
I'd probably be an art teacher.
Oh, if I were you, I would pick. If I were you, I would pick.
You can hear it in
The what's it called? Oh my God, what is it called? A music teacher.
Oh, I like music teacher too. I like it too. Hey, you want to taste this tea?
Okay, fine. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like it.
Taste it.
No,
Taste
no,
it
I
a little
don't.
bit. So for the people in the audience.
Fine. It tastes like limon. Limon.
She's so cute.
Oh my God.
So when you grow up, what job do you want?
I want a police job. No, actually, no. I don't want that job. I want. It's so hard to choose.
Right?
Like it's so hard to
It's like
choose.
you want to do so many
So
things.
tell me all the things you want to do.
Of things, I want to be. I don't know what to choose.
Fine.
So, if you were me, what would you do?
Well, when I was your age, I did modeling.
Ooh.
I was in.
Well, I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm gonna do a model thing. Look, tomorrow I'm gonna do a model, and first the big girls are gonna do like a dance, and then I'm gonna do like walk, and then
Who showed you all those moves? Who showed you all those moves?
you did.
She's- You get it, girl. You get it. You did. That was a good. That was good. Those are some good moves.
my friend Juliana did.
Oh yeah, that's also a good move. You gotta blow kisses to the judges.
There's also kids.
What do you mean, kids?
Kids. They were watching us when we did practice.
Kids as in boys?
Well, they're little kids, so they can't do that.
Okay.
They can't do that.
Also, okay, I understand. Well, you heard what me and Omely were talking about before you came on as our guest,
What?
right? About things that you need to learn in the house and business and.
I forgot all about what you said.
Of course.
I'm a little kid, so I can't remember.
So we talked about things that. Tell us all the things that you know how to do around the house.
So,
Sit down because we want to hear you in the microphone.
so.
You don't
If-
have to get so close.
I was right about to talk, and you were like, "Oh, you don't have to."
You don't have to be so close, but you're loud enough.
If I was loud enough, then I will hear.
You can stand right there and they'll hear you. You can sit right there and they will hear you. Believe me. So, what are the things that you do around the house?
Well, I don't do anything. I just don't clean up stuff.
So, how does your room look right now?
Messy.
Exactly. Exactly.
What? Did I say no?
You said, huh?
Oh,
You said
did I
your room was messy.
Oh.
But what have you learned to do around the house? What do you do?
I learned when I was like little. I used to learn pancakes. You told me how to.
Make pancakes.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
What does mommy ask you to do all the time?
clean up your room, brush your teeth.
In that tone.
Brush your teeth. Make yourself breakfast. And get ready. Get ready to go. Get ready. Get dressed. Brush your teeth.
It's a lot of
Clean up your
responsibility,
room.
huh?
Make your bed. Do the dishes. Clean the floor. Clean the windows.
Wait.
Yo, look. When I was little, you told me to do everything in the house. When I was like 4 or 3, you told me to do the dishes. You told me. Excuse me, it's true.
I'm glad you think this is amusing.
She's like, girl, I was 3 and you
I
was
can't
putting me
see
to
any.
clean.
Teaching them while they're young.
Well, there you go.
So, what will you do? What will you do if you spend all your money?
Wow. If I spend all of my money,
Both of you.
both of you, I mean, I would still need to buy something to resell it at a higher price.
But like, you already bought stuff, like an iPhone or something.
We'll sell it to make money so that we have money.
Yeah.
If you have nothing, if you don't have money, right?
Yeah.
But you have things that you can sell, right?
I know, but they're not cool.
You'll find something. You'll find something that's cool.
You know what? If it isn't cool, it's vintage.
Then you're poor.
Spray paint it.
Then you're poor.
Poor.
If I was poor, I would like. Please give me money.
Who are you asking money to?
Like people that are around. Like I don't have a
You
house.
have to do something.
I
You
don't-
have to do something to get money. You can't just ask for money.
I know, but I see YouTube channels that they just ask for money.
Whoever has those YouTube channels.
Wow. They're not watching
Okay.
because they don't know us. They don't know you guys because you're younger than them.
Okay, so if you could sell anything in the world,
If you can sell anything.
what would it be? Since you quit your
iPhones.
iPhones, you would sell iPhones?
Yeah, because AirPods and money, $1,000. Because in YouTube, I just want to sell expensive stuff because they do it and they just get famous. They just get famous, and I want to get famous, like to get money.
You could get famous for your gymnastics.
I want to get money because I just want to buy an iPhone 12 or 13.
And what are you gonna do with this iPhone? What's so special about the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13? What's so special?
It's special. Special?
What's so special?
About showing off.
Showing off.
No, not showing off. Like I just like text my friends.
Who are you texting?
My friends. I can't see
Who's
because
that voice in the background? The father.
Who
Who are you texting?
I can't see anyone. I can't see anything.
Who's that? I can't see you. Where you at? Yeah, I can't see you.
Why would I talk to him if I can't see him?
You're right.
I
Ignore the voice behind the leg.
can't see anything. I have to go over there if I can't see.
Oh my gosh, you tripped. We should have
What do you think is important that kids should learn when they're little to help them when they get older and bigger?
Do homework
Okay.
and make their bed and brush their teeth. And they have to learn their, responsibility.
And responsibilities. That's very true. And what happens when you don't brush your teeth?
You get black teeth and you don't have any teeth, so you can't eat and you could drink, but.
Traumatize them. Show them those pictures. That's right.
So like,
And what happens when you don't shower?
I heard this YouTube channel. So there's a man that doesn't shower for years, and then he's all black and he showers finally, and then it's still on him.
Wow.
So the
dirty.
dirt sticks on him.
Yeah.
You see? That's very important to shower. Very important to
Very
shower.
important.
I just don't want to shower because I'm so tired.
It's a hard day at gymnastics.
Please. My grandmother showers her.
You don't have a grandmother.
Yes, I do.
Oh, where is she? I never saw her.
It's your grandmother.
Oh. I know it's abuela Leila. It's abuela
No,
Leila.
my grandmother is not a little.
That's my dad's grandmother.
No, that's your dad's mom.
I know, but it's my grandma. So grandmother.
She's the grandmother. She's grand.
Who's my great grandma? Your grandma.
My grandmother is your great grandmother.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every time I ask for food and I'm like, no, don't do it. She just does it for me.
I know. What a hard life.
If I were her, I would not do it. The kids will do it.
The kids will do it. She's learning from her mama.
And what is your favorite food? What's your favorite food that mommy makes?
Fish.
You gotta say something.
and nothing else.
My menu's very easy and basic.
And my favorite candy is chocolate. And
I like chocolate too.
I like sour candy too.
Ooh.
Like Sour Patch Kids, those. And I like Fruit Roll Up. That's so good. And I don't know Ooh, that's good, but that's not candy.
No, I know. I was just asking you, like, ice cream.
And I like.
So what's your favorite ice cream?
Like my favorite ice cream. So you know those popsicle things? It's just like this ice cream. So like this ice cream has chocolate, but it's frozen on the ice cream. And then I just love those ice creams because you get to bite the chocolate first, and then you get to say the best for last.
Nice.
No, like the least for best. I mean, so like
You start off with the best, which is the chocolate.
best
You save the best for
last.
first. No, for first.
for first, and the last for last. The last for the I don't know.
Hey, tell them about your favorite TV shows.
So first about you, because I have to choose a lot of stuff. Okay, you first.
Okay.
You no.
What's my
First him, her.
moment?
Oh, my favorite show?
Yeah.
Shark Tank.
Business entrepreneur over here.
Have you seen Shark Tank?
Actually, I'm ready. So I like
No, you-
shark. I like my favorite show is Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
That's a movie.
I know, but I don't understand about that and that.
Okay.
So I just say
Okay.
the movies and
Favorite things to
shows.
watch on TV.
and shows.
Okay.
So Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Fresh Prince.
I like Fresh Prince. I used to watch that all the
I
time.
love that movie. What's that song? What's it? I almost said, why don't you say so? So I like Strike Away Love Girl, Fresh Prince. Did I do that one? the one that I do that? Did I do that?
Family Matters.
Family Matters. I like Family Matters. I like this show. John, Ricky, Dickie, Ricky, and
Mickey.
Nikki. So it's Ricky, Dickie, Nikki, and Dawn. And
And she watches YouTube for a living.
yeah, and
your favorite?
my favorite YouTube channel is 123 Go Rebecca Zamolo. Of course, you know I was gonna put that.
No, I was going to put that girl.
So 123 Go and Rebecca Zamolo
Okay.
and Konski.
And what?
Konski.
What is that?
So you remember the show, the YouTube channel that the messy guy and the clean guy?
Yeah.
That's called Konski.
Oh, thank you for letting us know.
But you're not my mother, so you don't know.
Neither do I, and I am.
Oh my god. What's your favorite show?
My favorite show? I don't know. I watched so many.
Oh, I know you like the vampire. The vampire.
That's the movies. Yes, I'm a big vampire fan. I'll
Oh,
watch
yeah?
all vampire
Yeah?
stuff.
Oh,
All of it.
cool.
I don't like those stuff because they always
You always tell them what they always.
No, I'm not telling. I'm too nervous. Stop! Stop getting them hints! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Wipe it away, please.
What do you do the first thing when you wake up?
Keep sleeping.
She's like,
I pretend I sleep so I don't have to go to gymnastics.
That's not cool.
Because Dad was here and saying goodbye to me, and I just wanted to sleep a lot, so.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's what
like
I
the
do.
first thing you do when you get out of the bed. What do you do?
Like, I'm like yawning a lot.
Okay.
Yawning.
After the yawn.
After the yawning. What do you do when your feet touch the ground?
No, I'm serious. I love you. I'm serious.
Okay, I just stand up like this.
You don't have to show us. You just sit down and tell us.
I just walk tirely, and I'm like,
And after you get,
I'm like, I'm so hungry. Could I please eat and then sleep?
Okay, and then after all that,
After all that, I just keep sleeping.
your glasses are crooked.
I don't know. They're broken, remember. So that's why it's falling.
Yes, we have to get you a new pair. So look, move your head. So move your head. So that they fall in place. Leila's gonna try contacts this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, this year.
But I'm too young.
We don't know that. We're gonna try.
I can't see Daddy for now.
No.
So I do need contacts.
Yes, you do.
You have contacts.
Listen, after you've touched your feet on the ground, you've walked tiredly around the house, and you've yawned, and you've done all of that, what do?
I just keep sleeping.
No, Leila, you get dressed for gymnastics.
Yeah, of course I do that first morning.
That's what I asked you.
I didn't say that because you already know.
But nobody, look at the camera right there. You're on your YouTube right now. Nobody knows that.
Because I just don't want to tell them.
Okay, fine. Don't tell them.
Every time it's serious, I just don't want to tell them.
Okay. So if this is your YouTube channel, what do you tell your people?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell right here.
Thank you so much, Leila, for joining us today at our podcast. We enjoyed your company. I hope everyone enjoyed
I enjoyed you
company.
too. So, thank you guys for watching. If you don't know, just watch the cricket video in my channel.
The what?
The cricket one. I ate the cricket.
No, wait. Pause that
She
button.
said, forget your podcast. Go watch my cricket. Forget.
Just go to my YouTube channel and just find that channel.
And what about my podcast?
They already see it. Because
Okay.
like one more question.
Encouraging.
Yeah, well, what would you say to all the little kids out there that are looking at this video and
Little kids.
tell them something, words of encouragement?
Like, what does that mean?
Oh, that means like things mommy tells you
To keep you going.
to keep you motivated. Like, you can do it, Leila. You can do anything you put your mind to. Things like that.
Okay.
What do you say to little kids? Or to kids?
I will say thank you for watching and thank you for the support and love you gave us.
I like that.
And thank you for all the love you gave us. And yeah, don't forget to give love to your parents and give love to yourself. Just support everyone. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
love that.
Oh, I never giggle. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and share this with anyone you think that needs a little laugh, needs a little motivation. And thank you to our sponsors, Silver Acre Academy and the Founders Law, for allowing us to do our podcast today. Bye.
Bye. We've been here for like 3 or 4 hours. No, thank you for the support. Bye. Bye. Bye.